in a public business, whereas LeBron is a public social person in a public business. And the more I really started to appreciate Michael during this documentary, that this burden on him, Chris, he was, not every artist wants to be a celebrity, but they become a celebrity because they're a great artist. And your kind of takeaway on watching this, that Michael really covered, maybe that's why he likes golf. It's exclusive and he can hide from people. But the difference between Michael and LeBron in their personalities, your thoughts?
No, I think that's a great point. And, I'm in touch with Michael Jordan and I text with him a lot. And you can't imagine how many times I've asked him to do an interview and he just wouldn't do it publicly because he really doesn't want to be put back in the spotlight. And I texted him during this whole thing and I said, look, you must feel like it's 1997 all over again. And he gave me a comment that's like, yeah, and I'm not really enjoying it either. So they really are totally different personalities. You hit it on the head. Michael Jordan signed up to play basketball. Obviously, he liked making the money from the endorsements and things like that as well. But he just wanted to play basketball. LeBron James is a completely different personality. And in LeBron's upbringing, his coach is, when he was younger, Drew Joyce, who was also LeBron was a friend of their families. Drew Joyce taught LeBron from the age of 10 or 11, use the game of basketball to get what you want. Don't let the game of basketball use you. And that's what LeBron has done. And obviously, he loves playing basketball, but he's used his greatness at basketball to start up, to become a business mogul and to start schools and, to set up his childhood friends and put them in position to be moguls in their own right. And so, and he obviously also, Colin, he loves the spotlight. He's on the social media. He's just a gregarious personality. And Jordan was away from the camera, as you're seeing in The Last Dance. But in front of the camera, Jordan was kind of just all business. I'm taking care of business. This is what I got to do. I do it with a smile. But LeBron it's a part of his life. And maybe some of it, too, is that LeBron's been in this world since he was 16 years old. On the cover of Sports Illustrated, best player in the country. He's grown up with this. Michael Jordan was a late bloomer and really didn't grow up in the spotlight.
Two other issues. I disagree with Shaq when he said, cancel the season, it'll need an asterisk. And to that I say, during the pandemic, everybody's life is an asterisk. We're doing things we've never done before. What was your take on Shaq's opinion?
Yeah, I disagree with Shaq because my main thing is everybody's playing by the same rules. If they have a 3-game first-round series, a 5-game second-round series, or whatever it may be, everybody's doing it. It's not like the Clippers have an advantage that the Lakers don't, or the Bucks have an advantage that the two LA teams don't. They all are disadvantaged equally. And part of being a professional is keeping yourself in shape, mentally being able to overcome obstacles. And these are great obstacles to overcome. And we're going to see. Maybe some of these guys can't play as well in an empty arena.
Yeah.
Maybe some guys thrive in that. That's a part of being a professional, though, adjusting to different circumstances. So I don't think there'll be an asterisk at all.
So the NBA star players had a meeting the other day, a phone call, Zoom or whatevs, and James Harden was noticeable by his absence. Now, Chris Paul's the head of the Players Association. Don't think he and Harden are all tight.
I was about to say, don't brush over that. Don't just brush over that. That's probably the main factor.
So I'm going to defend Harden later, but I'm going to give you the first shot. Defend Harden, if you would, on this. Is he, because there are going to be stories. Nobody likes James Harden. Your takeaway.
No, I think you cannot dismiss the fact that Chris Paul runs the Players Associations, what obviously was instrumental in putting this call together. His relationship with James Harden, we know it's not good. I think that's the main reason Harden was not on that call. Also, if you look at it, they took one player from a team. Not every team, obviously, but no team had more than one player. Anthony Davis, they could have got him on there. He's certainly a player of the caliber of everybody else on that call. but he wasn't on it because you had LeBron representing the Lakers. Also, several of the players, if we want to say, well, Harden's not really a leader, that's why he wasn't on the call. Harden's not going to win big, that's why he wasn't on the call. Westbrook is a great player. I think he's a leader in terms of example and loyalty to his team and teammates, but he's not going to lead a team to a championship. You know, and there are other players on that as well. Kawhi Leonard is a leader by example, but doesn't speak much even around his teammates. So I don't think it had anything to do with any, character traits or qualities that James Harden has or does not have. I think mainly it was the fact that Chris Paul helped organize the call and, he and James don't really get along. And they said, we can get another Rocket. We'll get Russell Westbrook.
By the way, 90 seconds on this. ESPN came out with a list. It's all-time best players. MJ 1, LeBron 2. Nice list. I pretty much agreed with it. Any problem with you on that list?
My major problem is that Isaiah Thomas was ranked 31st, and he was like the 6th or 7th highest point guard. I think he's right there behind Magic, Oscar, Steph as far as point guards go all time. So I think he should have been a little higher. I think Kevin Durant also should have joined Steph Curry in the top 15. And those were I would have put those two, Steph and Durant, ahead of Jerry West on that list. I think Steph was already ahead of him.
But you're a Michael 1, LeBron 2 guy.
Yes. And Kareem 3. They got that right. I would not have had Bill Russell that high. And with all due respect to the great Bill Russell, I would have had him lower in the top 10. Russell obviously is the greatest winner we've ever seen with 11 rings, but his individual numbers, 15 points a game, 44% shooting, I think he's behind Kareem, Shaq, and Wilt when it comes to centers. So I think he's fourth among centers.
Yeah, Russell gets very prickly if you say he's behind Wilt. He does not like that.
He did beat Wilt a lot.